Izumi, will you please go out with me?
I'm sorry, but I have feelings for someone else.
Silence followed, and the cold winter winds blew past the two of them. The girl that just rejected him is called Izumi Kaoruko. She's one of the most beautiful girls in school. However, she's nicknamed the Ice Queen, as she has a very cold reaction to most people, especially guys. However, she's still very popular due to her face and her classy personality. There are so many guys that try to ask her out and get rejected. Okay.
Is that all you needed to talk to me about? I'm gonna get going then.
She said those words very bluntly and started to walk away without looking back. My name is Kazuma Seiya, and I just happened to witness the encounter that happened outside with my friend. Whoa, even Takano from the baseball team got rejected. I think that's the 4th guy the Ice Queen has rejected this semester. Is Takano that famous around school? Yeah, he is actually. He's rumored to be the 2nd most handsome guy in school. There's a ranking like that? It was the first time I had heard of such a ranking. I was curious about my own rank, but I was also scared at the same time. If I wasn't on the ranking list, it'd be so depressing. I'm surprised everyone doesn't just give up. So many guys have been rejected up until today. You don't get it, do you? All the guys want to try because so many guys have been rejected by her. What do you mean by that? Well, nobody's dated her so far. The guy that gets to date her would be a legend. I see. Guys are idiots then. Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Izumi! Is it really true that you rejected Takano? Takano? Oh, the guy that asked me out earlier? I think that was his name. Why did you reject him? Isn't it a waste? He's so good-looking and popular. It's not a waste at all. He's not the guy I like, so that's why I rejected him. Whoa, Izumi, you're so cool.
Hey, Izumi, if you're free after school today, do you want to hang out with us?
What? Why should I have to hang out with you guys?
Well, I thought you might be able to have some fun if you hang out with us.
It wouldn't be fun hanging out with people that I barely know. Even if I was free, I wouldn't go.
I'm sorry that I asked.
Whoa, the Ice Queen's so scary. Well, she always talks to guys like that. She's really attractive, but dating her must be a nightmare with a personality like that. She's way too serious. Yeah, maybe. I haven't told anyone about this, but Izumi and I have a huge secret. After school, I left school and went back home on the train. After getting off at my station, I headed over to the spot where we always met up. The girl that was waiting for me there was Izumi Kaoruko, the Ice Queen. I'm sorry that I'm late, Kaoruko.
Seiya!
What? You shouldn't hug me like that all of a sudden.
Why though? We're finally alone. I was lonely because we're not able to talk much at school.
Okay. I promise I'll cuddle with you later, so please, give me a bit of room.
Okay, well, don't break this promise. Seiya, could you hold my hand then? It's really cold today.
Okay, fine.
Your hand is so warm.
She said those words as she crossed her fingers with my fingers. Nobody at school could imagine her being so clingy like this. Kaoruko and I are actually dating each other secretly. It all started back in freshman year. We were both in the library, and we happened to reach out for the same book. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
Wait, do you like the author of this book by any chance?
Yeah, I do. Do you as well?
Kaoruko and I had very similar taste for books. We saw each other pretty often in the library after our first encounter. Basically, nobody came to the library, so whenever we saw each other there, we'd sit at the same table. Most of the time we just read in silence, but occasionally, we talked about the books that we liked. We ended up swapping contact details, and we keep in touch outside of school too. A little while later, I started hearing rumors of her being called the Ice Queen. However, that didn't bother me at all. It had been around half a year since we met, and we had just started the second year of high school. Kaoruko suddenly asked me to come and meet her outside instead of the library where we usually met. What's the matter, Kaoruko? It's unusual for you to ask me to meet out here.
I have something that I want to say to you.
What is it?
I want you to become my boyfriend.
What?
Up until I met you, I kinda hated guys. I hadn't really talked to a guy before either. However, you're different. You're kind, fun to talk to, and we share the same hobbies. I was in love with you by the time I had noticed.
I had no idea that you felt that way.
Could you give me an answer?
Thank you. I feel the same way. I would love to date you.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I hope that we get along well.
I can't believe this is really happening. I'm so happy.
So that's how we started dating. I was kind of embarrassed to go around telling everyone that I made a girlfriend, so I kept quiet about it. Nobody knows that we're dating still.
Hey, Seiya!
What is it?
A guy from the basketball team asked me out today, but I rejected him.
I was kind of curious, and I was watching you from far away.
A guy from class asked me to hang out with him after school, but I rejected him as well.
Yeah, we're in the same class, so I know about that too. You always reject them, but they just don't give up, do they?
Is that all you have to say?
Is there something you're not happy about?
I was loyal to you as always. I'm a good girl, right? I want you to compliment me for what I did.
You're a good girl.
That's not what I want you to do. I want you to give me a head rub. Why don't you understand that?
Well, you say that like it's an obvious thing to do. It seems like she wants me to give her a head rub. Are you sure about this?
Yeah, this is my reward. Make sure you put all the practice to good use, okay?
Unfortunately, this is my first time rubbing someone's head, so I'm not very experienced at all. However, I couldn't say no, as I knew it would make her happy. You're such a good girl. Come here. Does it feel good? Aw, you're a good girl.
Yeah, it feels so great.
I've never seen you smile like this before. It feels that good? If the guys at school saw Kaoruko in this mode, they'd think that the world is ending or something. We stopped by the cafe that we always went to and completed our assignments while chatting together. Nobody from our school comes here, so we can relax and act like a couple without having to worry. I'm gonna order fries and some Coke.
I want a Coke and a slice of cake.
Okay, I'll go in order. After a little while, a cute cat robot delivered our food to our table.
The fries that you ordered look delicious.
You want to eat some? Go ahead.
Really? Oh, thanks so much.
As she said those words, she opened her mouth and signaled me to feed her. What?
Don't you get it? I want you to feed me.
So you want me to put some fries in your mouth?
That's what feeding means. There's no other meaning to feed, is there?
Fine then. Here you go.
So good.
I'm glad you like it.
I wish that you'd feed me like this every time we eat.
That would be too much for me. Please don't make me do it.
Okay, your turn, Seiya. Here.
Kaoruko? Why are you raising that spoon like that?
It's obvious, isn't it? I'm gonna feed you, so open your mouth.
No, that's way too embarrassing.
You can't say no. You already did it to me, so if I can't do it back to you, it would be unfair.
Damn it. So you've really thought about this, haven't you?
You have to let me feed you. You have no choice.
Fine then. This is so good!
I'm glad you liked it. Now, I'm gonna keep eating with this spoon. We basically kissed indirectly.
Please use a different spoon. I'm glad that she's so lovey-dovey like this, but sometimes I get so surprised because she's so different at school.
A little while later, I, Izumi Kaoruko, was walking towards the library after school, and I saw my boyfriend Seiya in the distance. I attempted to talk to him, but I stopped at the very last moment. I decided to stop as I saw a girl that I didn't know next to him. Who the hell is that person? I had no idea what the two of them were talking about, but they seemed like they were very close. Seiya had never told me that he had any female friends that he was close with till now. That's why I really wanted to figure out who that girl was and why they knew each other. I need to find out who she is. I was so curious that I ended up following them. I didn't want to become a stalker like this. Eventually, the two of them arrived to the corner of the campus where very little people came. They entered a classroom and closed the door. What? I waited for a while, but it didn't seem like they were coming out anytime soon. I snuck up to the entrance of the classroom door and tried to listen in. I could hear some sounds coming from inside, but I couldn't figure out what they were doing. What are the two of them doing inside? Don't tell me that Are they really doing that kind of stuff in there? They seemed to be getting along really well earlier. I started to imagine the worst case scenario. An attractive guy and an attractive girl entering an empty classroom after school. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, how could you, Seiya? I'm your girlfriend.
After school that day, I was assigned to clean out the storage room along with my fellow school council member called Sasaki. We finally finished cleaning out the storage room, and I bid farewell to Sasaki. I headed out of the school campus. That was so tiring. Huh? Kaoruko? What are you doing here?
You were pretty late leaving today, Seiya.
My girlfriend was waiting for me at the school gate. It looked like she was in a bad mood, but I had no idea why. Kaoruko? She suddenly hugged my arm and wouldn't let go. Her soft breasts touched my body, and I was unable to move.
What are you getting so surprised about? We're a couple, so what I'm doing is very normal.
Wait, but we're still at school. Usually she wouldn't do something like this till we reached the station nearby, where we lived. She was a lot more aggressive than usual.
What's wrong? Are you trying to say that you don't like my body contact?
It's not that I don't like it. I was just surprised because you usually do this when we're far away from school.
It's already been a while since school finished. Most students have gone home already. It's fine.
I guess so, but...
I've been faithful to you this entire time, but you couldn't do the same for me.
Huh? Did you say something?
No, I did not.
Kaoruko? I just thought that she couldn't suppress her lovey-dovey mode today. However, the next day, we were walking back home on the usual route when she suddenly told me she wanted to stop by somewhere. Where are we going?
It's been cold recently, so I want to buy some warm clothes.
I see. Like a scarf?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go to the mall.
We went into a shop that sold casual clothes for teenagers. We went into the ladies' corner, and it was stocked with winter clothing.
Seiya, which one do you like?
To be honest, I have no idea about fashion. I think you should choose what you like.
I guess you're right. Oh, look! I think this would look pretty good on me, right?
After looking around the shop for a while, Kaoruko pointed at a scarf that had a very simple, yet classy design. Yeah, I think it would look great on you.
Right? I think I'm gonna get this. Thank you so much.
We bought the scarf and left the shop.
I'm gonna try it on right now.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Whoa, I think it looks great on you. I wasn't just saying it to be nice. The scarf really looked amazing on her.
I'm happy that you complimented me. Here you are, Seiya.
She said those words and walked up to me with the extra part of the scarf in her hand. What do you want me to do?
I want you to come next to me so that we can share this scarf together.
That would be a little too embarrassing, wouldn't it?
What are you talking about? I think that it's a very normal thing for couples to do.
Really?
Yes, really.
I decided to do as she said and started sharing her scarf. Kaoruko is actually pretty stubborn, so she won't give up until I do as she says in these situations. Is this what you wanted me to do?
Yeah. You smell so good as always. I love your smell.
We started walking together, wrapped up in the same scarf. I am home!
Hello, I'm here too.
For some reason, she decided to follow me all the way home. Well, it's not like this is the first time she's come around. However, walking all the way home wrapped up in the same scarf was pretty embarrassing for me. I hope my neighbors didn't see us.
It's been a while since I've come to your room.
I'm sorry that it's a pretty boring room.
It's completely fine. I'm glad there aren't any hints of any other girl coming here.
Of course not! I would never!
I'm a little tired, so I'm gonna borrow your shoulder.
Kaoruko?
What is it? Do you not like my body contact?
That's not what I'm trying to say, however!
Well then, I want you to rub my head too.
While we're in this position?
Yes, that's what I want. If you don't do as I say, it's gonna be very troublesome for you.
Very troublesome.
I'm gonna start crying and screaming.
Yeah, your crying and screaming would indeed be very troublesome for me.
I also won't leave this room at all. I won't even go to use the toilet or the shower.
That is definitely not okay, especially for a girl in high school like you. Okay, then I'll do as you say, princess.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear from you.
She leaned on my shoulder again, and I rubbed her head. She seemed to be very satisfied. I feel like she's acting kind of weird today. In fact, she was acting kind of weird yesterday as well. Hey, Kaoruko, did something happen recently?
Seiya, are you really not aware of what you've done?
I'm sorry, I have no idea.
You were flirting with a really cute girl.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Stop acting like you don't know what I'm talking about. You entered an empty classroom with a girl after school yesterday.
Oh, are you talking about Sasaki?
I see. So that woman is called Sasaki then. I had no idea that you were so close with a cute girl like her.
It seems like she had seen me with Sasaki when we were doing a job for the student council. I explained to Kaoruko that Sasaki was a member of the student council I was part of. I also let her know that we were doing a job for the student council together in that classroom. I also let her know that she had a boyfriend on the basketball team. It's true that she's pretty easy to talk to and that we chat from time to time. However, we're not particularly close, and I don't have any romantic feelings towards her at all.
I see. Then why did you not talk to me about her before then?
Well, I didn't think it would be good to talk about another girl in front of my girlfriend.
I see.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I was making you anxious.
I'm also sorry for making an assumption without checking in with you first.
Now that I think about it, Kaoruko was always the one who initiates body contact. I realized I have to show her that I love her as well. I can see why she was getting anxious. Okay. I made up my mind. Kaoruko, I love you.
Yeah, what?
I love you so much. There's absolutely no way that I'd fall in love with anyone else.
What?
I told her those words in a very serious tone, and she started to panic and let out a weird sound. Do you understand how I feel about you now?
Yeah. I'm really happy to hear those words from you.
You're always saying things like this to me. Why are you turning red?
Well, it's different when you say it. I don't know why, but I'm getting really embarrassed.
She usually flirts and initiates contact with me and acts like it's very normal. However, as soon as I tell her I love her, she becomes like this. I decided that I'm going to tell her my feelings more often from now on. After we told each other how we really felt about each other, we decided that we'd let everyone know that we're dating. I realized that hiding the fact because I was embarrassed would just make Kaoruko even more anxious. There's something that we want to tell you all. We've actually been dating for a while.
We're sorry that we've been hiding it from you guys. What?
Seiya! What the hell's going on? You're dating the Ice Queen? I'm so jealous of you, damn it! I can't believe that the Ice Queen would start dating a guy! This has to be a dream! I'm sorry, Kazuma. I have no idea what you meant by the announcement that you made. Could you talk to us in English this time? You guys need to calm down. Also, I've been talking in English this entire time. It seems like the guys in class couldn't accept the reality of me dating her.
Hey, Izumi, how long have you guys been dating for now? I've been dating Seiya since spring. Did you hear that? She called him Seiya. Oh, OMG. How did you guys end up dating? Where did you guys first meet? Well, we both like reading, so we would meet up in the library, and that's how we started to become closer. So, who asked who out? I was the one that asked him out. Oh, no way. You're so cute.
It seems like she's gonna be completely fine. That was when we suddenly made brief eye contact. It looked like she was very relieved now that we had told everyone about our relationship. I'm sorry for taking so long to do this. We can act like a couple while we're at school from now on.
Yeah. Well then.
Ah! She suddenly decided to embrace me, even though we were in front of everyone. I almost lost balance, but managed to somehow keep on standing up.
Oh, I'm so happy for you guys.
Damn it, Saya! I don't know if I should be happy for you guys!
Now we can act like a couple whenever we want now, right? I've been holding myself back for a while, so I'm gonna explode. I'll basically be clinging to you the entire time at school.
Make sure you control yourself.
Saya, I love you.
I love you too. It seems like I'm gonna be spending a lot of time with her at school as well from now on. I'm gonna do my best to show her that I love her from now on.